Alright guys, KJSpice here, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making French baguettes. It's a type of bread, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So here we have 1 kilogram of flour, and then here we have 25 grams of active dry yeast. Here we have a teaspoon of sugar, white sugar, and then here we have 20 grams of salt, as well as 700 grams of water right here. First, we're going to take the active dry yeast and we're going to pour it directly in. Then the salt and sugar follow it. Now, we're going to mix that all in before we add the water. That way none of it sticks together. Once that's mixed in, we're going to take the water and we're going to pour it over the flour and all the other ingredients. Then we're going to start off mixing with a spoon. But then once it starts to get harder, we're going to switch to using our hands. Let me just remove my watch. Alright, and now we're done with our stirring. And we're going to switch to using our hands. Alright? Alright, so now that I got the plastic wrap on it, I'm going to put it into the fridge, wait 4 to 6 hours. I'll leave the camera running, so that way you can see how fast the dough rises. Just kidding. And check back in 4 hours. I'm going to cut away now. It's been about 5 hours, not 4, but as I said, 4 to 6 hours, so it's okay. The dough should be in a clump about this size, and we're going to stretch it into a long rectangle. When we get it into that long rectangle, now it's in the shape we want it, and we're going to take it and we're going to pinch the sides. We're going to fold and pinch. Go to the other side, do the same thing, and repeat that sequence until you're in the middle. And once you're in the middle, you're going to pinch it together. Pinch it together. Now you've got one baguette, but you still have to pinch it and snip. Pinch and snip. Pinch and snip. Pinch and snip. See, we're snipping like this. So pinch and snip. Now I've sliced those little incisions. Alright, so I pinched and snip, pinch and snip. And now I've sliced those little incisions to allow airflow. Now, because it's really sticky, put it onto here. Now, I'm going to place it into the oven at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. In the oven, we have a thing of water steaming. The steam helps the crust of the bread form. We're going to put it in. Now, this recipe makes about 8 to 14 baguettes, but I'm only making one. I'm going to save the rest of the dough for later, because if you use the dough, the bread only stays good for a couple of hours before it starts to go stale. If you put the dough in the fridge, it'll last. So fun fact, this is your random cooking tip. This is your daily cooking tip. If you put baguette dough in the fridge, the baguette dough will last for 48 hours as opposed to making it and the bread lasting a few hours. If you put it in the freezer, in freezer bags, it can last weeks. Alright, so that will be in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until golden brown and crispy on top. When it's in there, try not to check on it, because if you check on it too much, it won't form a crust. It'll let the steam out of the oven. Alright, pause it. Hey guys, my cameraman had put the camera in slow motion when he was filming the last part where I cut the bread and take it out of the oven. So, I can't show you that, but I can ask you to like, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear your feedback. Tune in Tuesday for how to make sweet and sour oven-baked chicken. Tune in on Wednesday for the restaurant review, Friday for the famous chef recipe review, and tune in on Sunday again for another recipe. Alright, that about wraps it up, and good night.